Hi, welcome to my channel, Tech Easy Learning. Today we are going to see a topic that is columnar database. What is a columnar database? So far, we might have come across the transaction processing database, that is OLTP. And for OLAP, that is analytical purpose, we are going to use the columnar database. Here, in columnar database, data is stored in the form of columns instead of rows. But in our traditional database, data is stored in the form of rows only. Okay. The purpose of the columnar database is to efficiently read the data from hard disk in order to speed up the times it takes to return a query. Whenever we issue query in transaction database, it is very simple only. It won't be that much complicated one. We are going to write pages of queries. That means complications, the aggregate functions, analytical functions, and we can say a lot of calculations. That is not we are going to do in the transaction processing database. But in the case of the analytical processing, that is in data warehousing, we are going to use the various functions, the analytical functions, and we can say that a lot of calculations will be done. So columnar database stores the data in such a way that greatly improves the disk output and input performance. Okay. And they are particularly helpful for data analytics and data warehousing. Here we can see one example so that you can easily understand how the data is stored in the column-oriented database. Here we are having data that is employee number, first name, last name, and the bonus here. We can say salary also. Here, what happens is in row-oriented database, the data is stored like this, row-wise. Okay. Here, that ID, the data here is exactly stored as it is. Then first name, then last name, then bonus. But in the case of the columnar database, here all columnar data is stored together. Okay. Here, first is list of IDs. Second is first name. Third is last name, and then is bonus. Whenever we require data, that means, for example, we are going to query only two columns. That is first name and bonus means what will happen here in row oriented means it will go to this row and it will read all these things. And then finally it will fetch the first name and the what bonus. Okay. The unnecessary reading of data here is avoided. If you want a column and that first name and the bonus means it will go over here and it will get the first name and it will here this column will be red. So there is no need to read this one and this one. So the input output will be very faster. This is the difference between the columnar and row oriented database. We have seen the how the data is getting stored. Okay. Now we will see the difference between the columnar and row oriented database, the concept wise in the next video. Thanks.